guys, and welcome back to another video here on Yash Games. Okay, so before I get into this video, no, this is not going to be a face cam video. This is going to have a lot of gameplay, but before I get into the gameplay, I do need to do a quick little explanation as to what was been going on this week. Okay, so at the beginning of the week, I had uploaded 3 videos back to back to back on Smite, and I had said in the last video on Wednesday that I was going to be uploading all week, every day this week, and I never did. After that video on Wednesday, I never uploaded again until what I'm going to be making today, okay? The reason that was because that Thursday, I was actually recording a video the day before I uploaded it. So that Wednesday, I was actually recording a video on GOROD KROVI. My first reaction to it, pretty much, because I had never played GOROD KROVI and I never actually looked up any content. The only thing I knew about GOROD KROVI up until Wednesday was what I saw in the trailer, and that was pretty much it. So I was like, well, I'm going to make a first impression video on GOROD KROVI, and I feel like that's going to be a pretty fun thing to do, right? I recorded the whole thing. It was about like an hour and, I think an hour and 15 or something minutes long. And to my surprise, the video file got corrupted. So this hour-long footage that I had taken that I was going to cut into multiple parts, and I was actually going to upload it all next week, and that was going to be my footage for next week, obviously, like I just said, is now all gone. You know, it's like it never happened. And I was honestly a little frustrated about it, just because I was like honestly super excited for this video, and like the first reaction to GOROD KROVI was super hype. But because I didn't have it anymore, I got turned off and I didn't want to make videos anymore for the rest of the week. So I continued playing Smite. I just didn't want to record and edit it because I just was so scared that I was going to have to get another corrupt video file. But what I'm going to be showing you guys right now is I'm just going to be showing you some like post commentary of the video of like the gameplay, because I'm pretty sure my Xbox did in fact save the game, so I can show you the gameplay of my first attempt on GOROD KROVI, but I can't actually give you my first reaction to it. You know, like it was my first game I ever played, but not my first reaction, okay, because I have to post commentate over it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so here we are jumping into GOROD KROVI for the very first time, and I'm basically just kind of looking around. Like, I'm pretty much enjoying how beautiful this map looks, and how much is put into this map that makes it look so one of a kind, honestly. So, you know, I'm just kind of exploring. Like, there's a bunch of explosions going on. I have no idea what's happening. Like, me personally, just jumping into the game, I honestly thought I was going to die by those explosions, like those explosives. That was a weird cut there. I have no idea what just happened, but I'm going on killing zombies, and I see this, and I was like, is this a dead dragon? And to my surprise, it's a dead dragon. Like, oh, it was just nuts, and I was flipping out. I had no idea how to describe, I can't even describe how I was feeling at this moment in time. And I see all this, like, this stuff here, the achievements, pretty much, or the quest, I guess. And I'm reading off the quest, just basically, like, this is exactly like it is in Origins. And I started reading off all the quests. I'm not quite sure what all my quests were at this point. You can't even really tell from the video either. Also, I'm going to make a quick side note. I'm going to apologize about having the little bar, like the little editing bar at the bottom of the page. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it because this is my first time ever going into theater mode. So yeah, I was just kind of reading off all the achievements, and I just see more zombies, kill them, blah blah blah, whatever. Basic early round stuff, like round 1 to about round 5 stuff, you know. Aside from the fact that I have no idea what I'm doing. This spawn is extremely big, and the only, like, again, I look at this thing and I was like, oh, you know, I've seen that from the trailers, and those things are creepy. They're Valkyries. They're called Valkyries. They are creepy. Oh my god, I have no idea how to describe it. So, you know, there's a Shiva, whatever. But, you know, I'm basically just doing, like I said, early round stuff, you know, collecting as many points as possible, just kind of killing zombies, moving on, exploring the spawn, you know, the basic round 1 stuff. Okay, so I finally get out of the spawn at that little point right there, and, you know, we start off just, like, looking at the KRM, and this is, like, the second room to it all. You know, there's the LCAR 9 on the wall, and then there's the Pharaoh on the wall, which, honestly, a Pharaoh and LCAR 9, okay? So I'm, like, debating on which door should open up. I saw a Jug, so, you know, like, opening that door, in my head at that moment in time, was, like, the best option, because I knew where Jug was. You know, I'm just, again, just exploring the map. I'm round 4, I believe it is. Yeah, round 4, and I'm just kind of roaming around. I have no idea what it is I'm doing or what I'm even looking for, okay? I see, like, this map is just so awesome, okay? Buy the Vesper just because that just seemed like a good idea at the time. I found a crafting bench, which I believe that is the only crafting bench on the entire map. That is the only one I found. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, whatever. And again, we're just going to be doing a bunch of exploration. Like, this is a huge, like, I opened one door, and it just brought me into, like, 4 or 5 different areas that I could possibly go into, okay? So, you know, there's a VMP on the wall, and I was basically just saying to myself, I wanted to buy the VMP. I don't know why I bought the Vesper. Then we have this weird bridge thing. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to open that bridge, even after I turned the power on, okay? The part of the shield was actually on the wall right there. You couldn't see it because in theater mode, they just kind of take away all, like, the items you can pick up. But it was on the wall right there, and I walked past it so many times throughout this recording until about, like, 30 minutes in when I decided, you know what, let's build the shield, okay? And, you know, I decided, I don't know if it's just at this point yet, but again, I'm just kind of running back and forth. So this is really, like, this was annoying gameplay, okay, believe me. There's a door up there, which I made a point of in the video. And I just popped this door open, and this is the reason why I included all this. This is so cool. I saw this tank, and I honestly thought it was some sort of trap. Like, that tank was going to start shooting zombies, but I was wrong. And I saw the power. I don't know why I was honestly so excited just to see a switch to turn on the power. But I was. I turned on the power. There's no buckets, so that's a win-win, I guess, for me. And right now there's, like, some sort of, like, audio. It's basically saying Maxis, okay? And Nikolai makes a point. Like, I'm playing as Nikolai, okay? He makes a point of, is this the elusive Dr. Maxis? And I freaked out. I had no idea how to like, I can't describe the way I was feeling at this moment in time, but the fact that they made a mention of Maxis, and he's in my little, like, DLC 3 speculation video. I basically started talking about how Maxis and Samantha are, like, never heard of. The only person who really talks about them is Rick Toffin, and every once in a while Nikolai will say something, but just rarely. So just hearing that was kind of hype for me. And now we're just kind of, I can't exactly remember what I'm doing right here. These are just kind of highlights of the entire game, because I'm not going to upload I'm not going to, like, sit through and commentate over a whole, like, hour and 12 minutes. It's just way too much for me. So right now I'm just kind of, again, just exploring. Like, I'm back in this room here, and it's only a round later. Like, I'm on round 5 now, and I just see this stuff falling, and then all of a sudden the dragon just pokes his head in. I hid behind that for a second, but I really wanted to see what was going to happen. If I died, whatever. And the dragon just lights that whole floor up, and I was freaking out. I had no idea what was going on. So I finished the round off, and I head back down this route here, which for some reason it froze, and now we're just flipping over to another clip. More exploration footage right here, just kind of going into this room here. I honestly just wanted to buy Jug. I didn't want to open any more doors until I bought Jug, because Jug was, like I said, Jug was good for your health. I saw this, and I was honestly thinking I was going to step into it, and it was going to trap me in there, and it was going to be like this, survive in this tight room for as long as you can, and you get some sort of achievement, which I'd be pretty pissed off if that was the case. But it wasn't. So I go up here, and I walk back over, because again, I'm going to get Jug. I'm trying to learn the map at the same time as I'm recording the video. So I'm up here, and I'm pretty sure I remember Jug down there, but then I saw this hole, fell in it. Go figure, right? I imagine a lot of people did that their first time playing GOROD KROVI. I bought Jug, and now I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more set up. I feel a lot more confident. Now I have some money, so let's see what I can open up with these points that I have here. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Honestly, I really should have probably hit the mystery box or gotten more perks, because right now I'm really vulnerable. I heard something. I'm pretty sure I probably heard, like, the dragon flying over, and I was just like, go away, dragon. Bought more ammo for the Vesper just because the Vesper just is, the reason why I hate the Vesper for starting guns, like, honestly, it's just, I don't like it. I'd rather pick the Cuda or the VMP, because the Vesper shoots way too fast, has barely any ammo, and I pick up the first shield part right here, actually. Shoots way too fast, doesn't have very much ammo, so in early rounds, at the end of every round, if you're spending 630 points just to buy more ammo to continue getting as many points as you can, I mean, I personally, like, if I pick up the VMP or the Vesper, or the Cuda, sorry, I could generally go about 2 rounds without having to buy more ammo for it, if I use my ammo right. And I saw the mannequin, and I made this stupid joke about Nuketown Zombies 2. Whatever. I see the dragon head again, and I made honestly the grossest sound when recording the this segment right here. When I saw the dragon head, I kind of like, it was almost like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a grunt that just is so sounding, right? I have no, that's the best way I could describe it. Okay. Again, more exploration. I pop down here back into, I'm called like the armory. That's what it's called, but I kept calling it like I kept calling it spawn for some reason, even though it's not even spawn. And that falls from the sky, and I was freaking out because I was like, "What's the dragon gonna do?" And I saw the dragon. I thought he was gonna like turn his head over here and start lighting it up. So I backed up, but he didn't. So good news, right? And I figure, hey, I could train right here, and I just do like this is my first. The reason why I'm including this is because it's the first time I ever trained on GOROD KROVI. And let me tell you right now, this was the worst training spot ever. I was like, okay, you know, there's every once in a while we're going to get a zombie in the way right there, okay? That is a huge issue. That is a super narrow passageway. And the fact that it just has like, there's a window there and the staircase where zombies can walk down from, that one little narrow passage can get so filled up with zombies so quickly, and if you have a horde running behind you, there's no way you're going to be able to loop back around, because that whole area in itself is a very, very narrow path. But at this moment in time, I'm honestly just talking about where to train on zombies, because there's really no good place to train. I'm looking at the sky because I heard something, probably like the nuclear warfare taking place right next to me. I don't know what that is. If someone wants to explain that to me, maybe in the comments, if anybody even comments on this video. But if someone wants to explain that to me in the comments, that'd be well appreciated. Why is it like, does it have to link with like the Easter egg or whatever? So this right here was my first down, and it was honestly very depressing. I wasn't mad. I kind of knew it was gonna happen, because when I ran into that spot, like I kept talking about this is a terrible place to train. So I went down and kind of ran out, and I was like, I just need to get Quick Revive. So I bought Quick Revive, and I was about to buy Jug, but I didn't have enough points for it. So I was like, do I go for Jug, or do I just hit the Gobblegum and get a Perkaholic, okay? So this is my first game ever using a Perkaholic, and I actually get the Perkaholic there, okay? This is my first game I ever played using a Perkaholic, so I was honestly super scared because I really didn't want to like go down right after I picked up the Perkaholic, so because I just kind of had a feeling that it was going to happen. I just didn't want to risk losing a Perkaholic, right? So I come back over here, and I actually picked up this code cylinder thing at some point in the early rounds, like when I first came into this room here. So I went up here, and when I walked past it originally, I saw that I saw press and hold X, but I didn't do anything about it. So I ran over there to see what it was actually saying. So I did it, and it said something was incoming, and I was like, all right, interesting. And I freaked out because that just crashed from the sky, and I had no idea what was happening. And I start killing zombies, and I see that it's getting electrocuted, right? Like they're electrocuting the zombies, whatever. And I end the round right here, but there's still zombies spawning in. So I was like, just keep shooting him, something's going to happen. Then the dragon comes in to make things even worse, and just lights it up, right? And I was like, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I hear like this beeping, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Like, is it not supposed to be exposed to fire? And I just keep shooting around it just to see if there's zombies, because the zombies are obviously attacking it, so I'm trying to kill them. And more likely the beeping means that the zombies are destroying it, so I'm just over here just rapid fire, like using this Vesper, running out of all my ammo, getting them with the Widow's Wine. And then I was like, I have Widow's Wine, like, what do I have to worry about? Like, there's no need for me to, like, really be, like, concerned at all. Then I run out of ammo on my Vesper, and I'm like, okay, RK5. Then this Dragon Control Module about to the pops up, which I was able to actually continue recording that too. It's about I got the breckie, and I went about like a couple of feet after like getting the breckie from the mystery box, and then for some reason Xbox can't load any more of the game. So like recorded, from what I'm getting, it recorded about 15 minutes of my game footage, and a little bit more than that, probably like 30 minutes or so, and nothing. After that, it just decides to cut there, and it takes me back to the home screen, and then when I try to load up the video again, it says unable to load video for God knows what reason, until I restart the Xbox and I open it up again, but it does the same thing. I'm actually trying again right now. I have like my TV, like there's nothing recording right now, but the TV's like fast forwarding back to the point in which I was at. and we're gonna see if I can get any more footage. If I get more footage, then this video is probably never probably never going to be seen. I might just include it in the video just for the sake of including it, I guess. I have no idea. But I might just put this as an outro. Hopefully I can get this thing to work. But actually I'll just go and completely like go over everything. Okay, so I made it to round 16, spoiler alert, and I got to the Pack-a-Punch room. So I did all those core cylinders, the Dragon Core cylinders, whatever. I got all 3 of them. It took me like, that's what primarily the whole, like the entirety of the recording was. Like, it took me about like 34 to 45 minutes just to find the last 2 core, what I forgot what they're called actually, Dragon Control modules. It's like to find the last 2 pieces, because they would come down and I couldn't find where they actually dropped on the, like, on the map. So I spent a long time just trying to like continue doing that, and then when I finally got it, I got on the dragon, and I think my biggest issue with like where I went wrong in that point there was I get on the dragon and I'm just kind of sitting there waiting because I have no idea what's going on, and all of a sudden like the zombie, like the last zombie in the round comes charging at me. I kill him, and then I chop on the dragon, and as soon as I land at Pack-a-Punch, a new round had started, and those like weird, they're called Valkyries is what I figured out. Okay, so the Valkyries, they're spawned there. The big Brutus looking boss zombie was there, and I got overwhelmed and absolutely wrecked. Okay, but at the end of like at the end of it all, I ended up getting the PPSH, the MX Grand. Like these are the guns that I hit the bit mystery box for. The MX Grand, I actually have no idea, the Z4, the L4 something, the rocket launch, the grenade launcher. Okay. And I also got the dual-wield NX Shadow Claws, which was complete and utter garbage. That gun is trash. That's all I'm going to say about it. But there's definitely going to be more GOROD KROVI content to come. I definitely want to play again, actually go for a good round attempt, though. Like, maybe master a 1 to 50 flawless strategy, if that's even possible. And I actually have another 1 to 50 flawless coming out on Horizon Drak, coming within the next couple of, I don't know, probably the next couple of weeks, because right now I'm playing a bunch of GOROD KROVI and I bought a lot of Smite, so I have to set aside time to actually want to record that video. And right now I'm really done with zombies after this whole, like, I'm actually done with Call of Duty in general right now, after this whole, like, GOROD KROVI situation, where I get the corrupt file. And now, Xbox doesn't even let me, like, watch my game to actually be able to share with you what I did. But, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's, like, different from the stuff that I normally upload. I'm probably going to be uploading some, like, an actual Smite game tonight, though, just to make up for the, whatever this is. But with all that out of the way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.